I'm not gonna say this twice.
Gotta call someone's power chemical, yeah.
I don't know what's wrong with me, but Neon might be my favorite place to visit.
If you're here to buy, I'm afraid we only sell direct to retailers. Again! Look, you can tell Mr. Okaribo that I'm doing everything I can. Blood from a stone, if you'll pardon the expression. Oh. I'm afraid I've stepped right into it again. Damn. You aren't here about Mr. Okaribo's debt to Kelkor. Oh, this is so embarrassing. Let me start over. My name's Clover McKenna, but you can call me Chloe. Sorry for me outburst. I'm not sure. I think he's afraid that I won't be here, and he'll have to deal with my father. Someone who has a lot less patience than I do. Just a few weeks ago, he paid some poor fella to come up here and request a bit more time to pay back his debt. That's why I snapped at you like that. I thought he'd done it again. You're absolutely right. I was very unprofessional. This mess with Mr. Okaribo over at the Neon Mining League has really thrown me off my game. It's a shop over in Akuchi Market. You know, the plaza next to Ryujin Tower? They sell all sorts of mining supplies and raw materials. It's a fine little shop, well stocked and immaculate. Mr. Okaribo is the owner. He's a lovely, lovely man. But his aspirations are one grav jump longer than his business instincts. Normally, yes, but in this case, Mr. Okaribo has put me in a real bind. Mr. Okaribo owes a substantial debt to Kelkor. I've given him more than enough time to try and come up with the money, but my father's patience is running out. Frankly, I don't know how much longer I can stall. For now. But let's not mistake my position for what it really is. A test set out by my father. He's set to retire in a few years, and I'm his only next of kin. But I'm guessing he's not sure if I'm ready to take over the company. So he shuttles me out here for two reasons. One, to flash a friendly face for our clients he flies out here as a perk. And two, gets his firebrand of a daughter as far away from him as possible. He's a real piece of work. Because my father has a ridiculous sense of humor, and I can't stand the name Clover. I mean, seriously, Clover? Our family's Irish, for God's sake. I don't think he could have possibly been more on the nose with that name. Ha ha, very funny, Dad. Niall? Oh, he's the CEO of Kelkor. The whole blessed thing. If you asked him, he'd claim he started the company with next to nothing and built it into a megacorp in under 30 years. Truth is, he tends to forget the multi-million credit trust he tapped into as a crutch. But that's my father for you. We're a tech company that primarily specializes in mining operations. We handle everything from individual standalone units to fully engineered outpost systems. Basically, if it's made of rock, our gear chews it. Might not be as glamorous as some of the other corps in this building, but it pays the bills. You'd be willing to help out. That's awfully kind of you. No, you've got it all wrong. Saburo, Mr. Okaribo, he's one of the nicest people you'll ever meet, especially in this city. He really needs help, but he's too proud to accept any money from me. Maybe he'd listen to someone like you? That is a rather personal question, and I would prefer we kept things professional, if you don't mind. Oh, that'd be splendid. Just amazing. If you can get his debt off my conscience, I'd be grateful. It's been on my mind so much I've been keeping a diary. And don't worry about payment. I guarantee you won't be disappointed. McKenna always keeps that promise. When he opened the shop, he outfitted it with equipment from our company. Spent a bundle of cash he didn't have. Obviously, business hasn't been going well, because he's fallen way behind on his payments. Opening a mining business on a world almost entirely covered in ocean probably wasn't the most savvy of business plans. I suppose he intended to cater to travelers that were passing through our system. But it's clearly backfired. A poor man. Tough city. You watch yourself out there.
Ever wonder how the Crimson Fleet seems to be everywhere? It's because they have little outposts everywhere. There were so many facilities abandoned after the colony war. The pirates used them as forward operating bases, all over the settled systems.
Private sector. That's what it's about.
Ever look in the mirror and wish you could see another version with a crime rating of only
Just one.
See? I told you. Look at this place.
What's up?
Ridiculous, right? Why would someone
Welcome,
open a
welcome,
mining
my friend.
supplies
It's
business
been a long
on
time
ocean?
since I've seen a new face.
Exactly. I can't believe this place is still open. I give it a few more months.
Isn't it obvious, my friend?
It in.
I sell mining supplies of all shapes and sizes, as well as many, many hard-to-find types of ore. Everything I sell is carefully portioned, securely crated, and ready to be delivered right into the cargo hold of your ship. I'm afraid it is. You see, when I opened this shop, I had grand ambitions of creating a mining supply empire on Volai. Yet here I am, only a few years later, pockets empty, and my business on the verge of closure. It is a sad day. I don't know, my friend. I suppose I would be at Neon's mercy, just another failed dreamer, walking the streets and living in a sleep crate. That would be a blessing, my friend, but I wouldn't want to impose. Listen to me, my friend. I hear what the people say on the street. They call me crazy for opening a mining business on an ocean world. I was aiming so much higher, hoping to attract these space travelers, passing through the Volai system on their prospecting journeys. It was stupid to assume I could corner the market on mining supplies and raw materials without a solid foundation. And by God, I've paid the price. You would do that for a total stranger? Bless you, my friend. Bless you. I've come up with an idea that I'm hoping will generate a lot of interest in my business, and you were the final element that was missing. If you could bring these flyers to some of the other vendors in Neon, it would explain how we can improve our businesses as a group. Many in Neon keep to their own, and I believe this is why we failed. James Newell and his Merchant Alliance friends are on the right track, but all they do is spend their time complaining, never solving. We must unify, band together, and help each other out. Then, when one of us falls, the others can reach down and help him rise from the dust. In the meantime, we will refer people to each other's shops, perhaps even promote sales together. It would benefit us all. I would be at Neon's mercy, living in a sleep crate and walking the streets, I'm sure. But with your help, perhaps I can avoid such a fate. Wonderful. Simply wonderful. You have no idea the weight you have lifted from my shoulders. I appreciate your help. If there's anything I can do, anything at all, please, let me know. Oh, she did. Miss McKenna is very kind, but I cannot accept. It is my responsibility to pay the loan. If I cannot, then what happens, happens. I am sorry, my friend, but I can do no such thing. When a man signs a contract, he must honor it, no matter the terms. My friend, please. Surely we can work something out, instead of resorting to violence. But you clearly don't need it, and I certainly do. I suppose that is your point. It seems I have been too prideful. I have always believed that if a person works hard and makes no trouble, they can achieve any goal. But in reality, no one can do it alone. I'm grateful that you and Miss McKenna have reminded me of this. Tell her I will accept her generosity, and I will find a way to repay her kindness. Certainly, my friend. Nothing would... I really appreciate what you are doing for me, friend.
Dangerous galaxy.
People joke, say there's balloons.
Away from home. Here on Neon. Ever look in the mirror and wish you could see?
Clover McKenna, at your service. Something I can do for you, love? That's fantastic! I was worried he'd take it the wrong way, so I'm glad you were able to convince him. I'll arrange for the funds to be transferred immediately. Hopefully Father will forgive the late fees. And if he doesn't, I can always reimburse them when he retires. In any case, thank you. And here, for your efforts.